everyone, welcome. Today we're going to be creating this super cute and kind of grumpy Christmas gorilla. I know you guys all know some different Scrooge-like people about the Christmas holiday. This is just a fun card to make for somebody saying, don't be a Scrooge or don't be a grumpy gorilla. It's just kind of fun to do something different. I'm going to do mine with my paper turn landscape, but you could do it in either direction for this one. I just want to have a little bit more room to do maybe some more decorations in the background, and it fits better on the camera. But choose whatever works for you. This one's flexible. We're going to start with our gorilla's hat. So up towards the top of your paper and at an angle, we're going to draw that brim. You can make it smooth or fluffy looking, totally up to you. And then we're going to add the hat. So you're going to do a long curved line kind of going up and then around for the dip of the hat. And then again up, and then it will come together to create the point. You can do any kind of pom-pom you want on the end. I'm going to do a big floofy cloud-like one. Next, we're going to add the top of the gorilla's head, which is kind of like a boxy shape, but rounded corners. So I'm going to start along the edge of the hat here, go across, and then curve and come down. On the other side, I'll just come straight down. Then we're going to add his cheeks by doing a curve to either side and a jump rope-like shape across the bottom. In the corner where those two different areas meet, we're going to create two little teardrop-shaped ears. Gorillas have pretty small ears in comparison to their head. We're also going to add two nostrils right across from those in the center of the opening of the face. Then we're going to add two tiny little rainbows over the top to create the wrinkle or depth of his nose. And of course, his little frowny face. If you want to make your gorilla less grumpy, go ahead and add a smiley face. It's totally okay. Then we're going to give him his eyes. You can choose any shaped eye you want. You could do the round eyes like I did in the sample, or maybe you want to do what I call window eyes, where they look like an arch. There's no right or wrong. Choose which one you like. I like to mix it up and try different things and decide which one I like with which animal or which personality that I create for them. You could even add some eyebrows on here because I think it gives your animals a lot more expression when we have eyebrows, or even eyelashes if you want a girly grumpy gorilla. Next, we're going to add that hair area. On this side, we're not going to see much other than the edge of the hair. So just a line down about halfway across the ear. On the other side, though, we'll go up from the ear, curve around, and then do some kind of a little tuft of hair up here on top of his hat. Just to show that the hat's kind of smushing down his hairdo or his fur-do, whatever you want to call it. Next, we're going to start the arm area. On either side of that frowny face, we're going to draw a line down, leaving just a little bit of room at the bottom to do his knuckle and fist area. So don't go all the way to the edge of the bottom. It kind of looks like you're adding a popsicle stick right now to your gorilla's head, but that's what we're going for. Next, we're going to add his shoulders. Starting in the corner where the ear and the cheeks meet, we're going to go out and curve around and come straight down, making the line about the same length as those first two lines we drew. And then we're going to do the same thing on this side. These are his shoulders where he's hunched over, walking on the back of his knuckles like gorillas do. Next, we're going to add his candy cane over here in the corner. You could do that on either side. Start by just drawing an upside down letter J. having it touch that line for his little foot there. Then we're going to curve up and follow our line, keeping it the same distance away all the way around until we end with a little letter U at the bottom for our candy cane. I'm going to turn mine sideways here to add my stripes. You can make wide stripes or shorter stripes, whatever you like for your candy canes. And when you color these, maybe you want to have like a Jolly Rancher flavor or something fruity instead of something minty. All right. In between those first two lines that we drew right next to his mouth, we want to do a little line with a mouse door in the middle. So I do a line across and a line across, leaving a little opening in the middle, and then add my little mouse door, which again looks like that arch shape of his eyes. Those are his back feet that we're seeing behind his fists over here. There's more of them, but they're behind his arms, so we don't see all of it. And then we just have to add his little fists. So on the edge of the line that comes over his cheek for his shoulder, we're going to create just a little curve up and around to create that knuckle area that he's walking on. Bring our line straight across as if it's like a foot, and then connect up to that first closest line. We want to do the same thing on the other side, but we've got our candy cane there, so you have to kind of imagine where that's going to come down and create that one the same way. He's looking so cool. The last step for the gorilla itself is to add the lines representing its chest and its belly area. So divide this into 2 equal spaces, and we're going to add towards the top part a curved line for the chest with a little line down the middle to show his definition of his chest muscles. And then a little further down, but above that door, the curve of his belly from where he's hanging over the rest of his body, because gorillas have kind of big bellies. And you've created your grumpy gorilla. You could add some details into the background. Maybe you want to put big snowflakes or a whole big winter wonderland back there. Or maybe you just want to create something cute in his hat and make it decorative. I'm going to add some polka dots. Just to make him a little more whimsical and fun. But you could do stripes, snowflakes, Christmas trees, a reindeer, anything you can think of in the hat. You could add those details into the background too. Maybe you want to put a sign next to him that says he's in the North Pole. Wherever you want your gorilla to be hanging out. Or if you're turning it into a card, you can just put a funny saying in a word bubble above him. Totally works. There's your grumpy gorilla. Once you're done adding all the details, I like to outline my pictures with a black marker or Sharpie, just to give it a finished coloring book-like feel. It just really goes from to look at that even without coloring it. Plus, if you're looking for some great gift ideas, you could draw 2 of everything you draw, outline them, erase all that pencil line, and then turn them into a coloring book as a gift for somebody. What's better than a hand-drawn coloring book? Either way, I can't wait to see what you do with this gorilla. Don't forget to post your finished project either in our student forum on Facebook, Studio CIA Student Projects, or on our website in our community forum, linked below. Be sure to come back for another drawing soon. Bye, everyone.